We are jumping right on in. It is Team BDS and Galaxy Racer in this best of 5 to start things off here in these quarterfinals. BDS going to stay in the blue for us. Galaxy Racer now in the orange. And, you know, you look at this roster, Matane, Ixo, and Arju Squid, and a very solid team. Obviously, they were just able to take down Giants, as we mentioned, in 5 games. But as a whole, I think, you know, they're looking to make their mark in Europe. And going up against BDS, it's going to be a tough battle, as it is for just about everyone, as that's going to stay out. Extra will score it. And this is almost exactly what I was about to say, is that I think the defense is going to have to come up huge, because you know BDS will be looking for these team plays.
And already right there, I can count a couple of mistakes. It will only be on one hand, but I can count a couple of mistakes there. Having that kind of space up top there for Mark by 8 to play in that position, which was really pioneered by a lot, so big props to him. But he had the freedom to play in that position and a double commit on the defense, which allowed Extra so much space to take that shot. Already is a bit of a deadly combination there for Galaxy Racer, so they're going to have to get a little bit more conservative with how they're positioned on the defense, but it's a minute gone, and it looks like they might have their first attacking chance right here.
Yeah, they are on the offensive side. Matane's going to keep that in towards the back wall. Extra collects now. Can't get around Ixo, but it does eventually fall into the Galaxy Racer side. Now Matane quickly in transition, but nothing doing so far here for Galaxy Racer. As again, the defensive rotation and just the way, as this actually might be a double commit, this could be really dangerous if Monkey Moon could get around, just not towards the net. But the way that the defense works, that goes in. I think that must have gone off the defender. Monkey Moon gets credit. I was surprised to see that ball go in, Squid.
Yeah, you and me both. It looked like the defender was going to be back in time, but that pinch just a little bit too much power. And I don't know, I could have sworn he was going to get that one away. I almost think that Extra got a touch. Clearly, it's not the case. But I guess it doesn't really matter how the ball gets in the back of the net, as I like to say. The only thing that matters is that it managed to get there. We broke that parallel, and we're up by 2. But again, this kind of loops back to the point that I made just prior. The Galaxy Racer had a bit of a weak backline, as, oh my goodness, so much space there for Extra. He didn't have the shot opportunity. Clearly a minor miscommunication, but that passing lane, again, so open, and that's almost going to be a punish all the way back. Extra is there.
This one again, back into the Galaxy Racer side. Great dunk from Monkey Moon. And that's going to make a 3-0 affair now as we approach halftime. Matane right off the respawn. I like the idea, but Monkey Moon absolutely shuts it down. Best Shaq impression we've seen so far today, Squid.
Well and truly, that was a beautiful dunk. And if you're Matane, that's going to be demoralizing as well. Now, Mark by 8 trying to go for the demo R2. And able to make that save, a good one at that. Someone get by Ixo will Extra. But you can tell right now, BDS, they are feeling relatively confident. Monkey Moon going for another pre-jump. He is not going to get anything this time around. But they'll just go to exemplify the confidence that they're having. Another save here by Mark by 8 with the pre-jump. Drops down in front. Easy save. Once again, we pass halftime. And frankly, Hunted, I don't think that BDS have felt very threatened by the opposing offense up until this point. That's, I'm not exactly sure what went on here. That was an interesting turn of events.
Well, you look at it, they have to respect a touch from Arju, but the team bump, it forces Mark by 8 to be the only player up, and a bit of I don't know. I don't know what really to call that. It just looked like miscommunications galore. Nobody could figure it out on the defensive side, and that's a free goal given to Galaxy Racer. And, you know, unfortunately, that's not the first time we've seen this BDS team kind of fall apart as a collective squad on the defensive side. Maybe not today, but yesterday we saw a couple of triple commits that just didn't. It's so funny when you see this team do it, because their defense is normally so solid, so very difficult to break, that, you know, it's almost kind of comedic. Like they planned to triple commit just for a bit of a laugh. But again, that's the only goal Galaxy Racer's able to muster, as we've got 90 seconds left to go. They've been on the attack here. They're going to stay on the attack. But Arju gets Demon on the backside. Extra should have some room. He's over Ixo, and this should be a clear.
And BDS, after that little defensive mishap, we did see that disarray, you are right. They've got things back in order. The rotation has been solid here. You can see that there's not been a single impactful shot here for Galaxy Racer, despite their numerous attempts to keep this pressure up. And I do feel that although we did have that triple commit, we have had some triple commits, and then whatever you wanted to call that last plate, save here by Mark by 8, you have to admit that they haven't given the consistency. Whoa! Wow, okay. I thought that was out. I really did. I thought the crossbar was going to save our skins, but I guess Matane just narrowly snaked the gap.
I mean, that's just a really great shot from Matane. Short angle, top shelf, and doesn't... I mean, it's a light enough touch to get underneath the crossbar and stay in. You and me both. I also thought that was going to stay out as marked by 8. Quick response immediately after making a 2-goal game as well. But again, I wish we could go back and watch that shot again from Matane Squid. That was world-class top shelf action there. But unfortunately, I think it's just going to be too late now for Galaxy Racer, especially after that last goal.
In all honesty, after they scored that second, I was about to shake in my boots a little bit there, because we have had some relative confidence in the BDS players, but ooh, again, a bit of a shaky situation. Extra had to doink that one out to the opposite side, but it seems like GXR are getting all closer to the goal line here on the blue side, time and time again, and we've seen little of the BDS offense here in the second half of gameplay.
It hasn't really been too great here for BDS, but Galaxy Racer just not able to quite generate the stuff they need. Great save by Mark by 8. Rebound will be blocked away by Extra. As now Arju down towards Ixo. Shot's going to be high. Had a player there in Monkey Moon as well to make the save. Time's going to run out. But this was a much better second half from Galaxy Racer. They make it a close game. 4-2 final score. BDS will take the lead. But if Galaxy Racer can continue to play that way in heading into the first half of this next game, I would not be surprised if they take a lead, because again, BDS I wouldn't say they looked panicky, but they couldn't get things sorted out on the defensive side, and Galaxy Racer just held them in their own zone for a while.
Right, and as I'm looking at the shot count here in the debrief, I'm noticing that Galaxy Racer had 1.5 times the number of shots that we did. That's an 8-12 margin. Yes, I can do math. Most of the time, it's not correct. But hey, this time, I think I did get it right. I made sure to run it through Google, and then my mom as well. I called her up. I made sure to say Happy Mother's Day, even though it's not Mother's Day. But in any case,
man.
It does feel like there was a lot more Galaxy Racer pressure there. And I think for Team BDS, that's going to have to change, because one of our staples for today already has been our offense, the creativity within it. And so far, we have not seen a very high quantity, although we did get those 4 goals. I would love to see more. It's only 8 shots. Is a very telling tale.
Well, right now we're starting game number 2 here. Obviously, no score on the board.
Oh, dear.
But this one, big giveaway out in front. Tane's going to punish, and it's 1-0 for Galaxy Racer.
Yeah, you can hear it in my reaction there. That is not something that you should miss. I mean, I will admit, you got to have faith in Mark by 8 to make that play, but there was no backup plan there for Team BDS. And Galaxy Racer, they get a freebie here early on. I can only wonder if they're going to be able to push this forward and really take it to the bank.
Well, let's see what they can do. That's Arju to keep it in. It's looking for Ixo on a timing play, just a bit too far ahead of him. It's now Extra, midfield. Can't get around Arju, and it's sent all the way back. Matane with a bump. Marked by 8, own goals, and it's 2-0.
Hey, well, if it's any consolation, it was a great read. I think he was actually trying to avoid the bump here by Matane and ends up with almost no boost in the tank. He realized a little bit too late, maybe, or thought that, I believe, Monkey Moon was going to get there before he was going to make that touch. In any case, it finds its way into the back of the net. And as I've said already, once this evening, it doesn't really matter how the ball gets there. The only important part is that it does. Luckily, it's in the first minute yet, so BDS have a lot of time to work with you.
That they do. That they most certainly do. 4 minutes indeed, as this is going to be Extra. Can't quite find the touch. And for Galaxy Racer, just getting to this point, especially over Giants Gaming Squid. Again, a 5-game affair between these two teams coming into this one. You know that they're probably pretty happy with where they've been. so far, where they've gotten to, I should say, in this first week of the grid. Of course, they're going to want to give BDS as much of a challenge as possible. As Extra almost finds that far post, marked by 8. Great pass, but Monkey Moon just can't get it down. Had to use all his boost to get up for it. Unfortunately, won't knock it home, so it stays 2-0. But, you know, in the first regional, you look at a team like Galaxy Racer and kind of a middle-of-the-pack finish, right? They lost to Team Queso in the upper side of the bracket. I believe it was a 3-0 affair there. And then they dropped eventually to Guild in the lowers. And, you know, it's not the worst result, certainly. They won a couple of games, a couple of good matchups, but for them to be doing as well as they are here, especially giving BDS all they can handle right now in this game number 2, you know, it looks like there's a lot of good things for this team moving forward. So Monkey Moon and company certainly want to make this a competitive game.
Well, they do. That double commit's not going to help, though. Ixo with a look down to Matane. That's going to be completely open net. That's certainly not the way that you want to start. As Galaxy Racer moves on to 3-0 now, just before the half. But I think that right now, for Team BDS, all they've really got to do is get it onto the offense. I think you and I have both noticed numerous times the backline for Galaxy Racer hasn't been as potent as you would expect out of a top team. And even on that last offensive drive that we had, things were looking incredibly good, but Monkey Moon accidentally made a bit of extra contact. Not really sure if he had much of a say in that, in all honesty. But that was really the straw that broke the camel's back. We had the defense on the ropes at that point. We saw double commits coming out against the ball on the backboard. We simply didn't get that final executing shot.
3-0 for Galaxy Racer here as we are just beyond the half. Ixo wants to make it 4. Nice control there, but Mark by 8 takes it away. Oh, Demo. I thought Ixo would get back to it, but can't quite do so. Matane will take the space and work it. That's going to be just saved on the line by Monkey Moon. Oh, double commit. Nobody gets the touch. Extra's going to have to try to play this one on. And really just an uncharacteristic game all the way through so far here for BDS Squid. A couple of pretty egregious errors on both sides of the ball have led to goals. We've seen a couple of double commits that you don't normally see in transition for BDS. And Galaxy Racer, to their part, they have scored the opportunities given. Might be another one here. Ixo can't get by Monkey Moon. But, yeah, need to see this get cleaned up as we're going to likely be tied 1-1 heading into Game 3.
Yeah, I would certainly not doubt at this point. It really does seem like Galaxy Racer are the better team in this game. I mean, you can't really say that. And, of course, it is normal to see maybe 1 or 2 double commits, even out of top teams in those really difficult situations, especially on the back end. It can be reasoned that a double commit here or there will be ever present. But so far for BDS, it has been all 2%. Oh, my goodness, Matane. That was a great save. It might go back to bite us again. We've already seen a goal in transition here. Extra is able to get back to it. But right now, it just feels like we have absolutely nothing that works going for us. Arju will get one from the midfield. That makes it 4-0 now. This is a stop at this point.
Yeah, this is quite a game, too, from Galaxy Racer. Unfortunate touch there by the defender, and I suppose that will count as the second own goal of the game here for BDS. But, I mean, again, it has been Galaxy Racer taking it to this defense, and that's one of the things, you know, that we haven't really seen. We haven't seen all-out offensive aggression, offensive pressure that BDS hasn't been able to handle in these past couple of days. And really, honestly, in the past couple of weeks and months with this team, they always seem to be so good at handling quick, fast teams, especially strong offenses. But in this game, and it's only one game, certainly no time to panic right now if you are BDS or, of course, a fan of BDS. But Galaxy Racer kind of found the formula, at least in this game, to break through that defense, and BDS had no response.
Yeah, and I think that's really the key there. I already mentioned it once here, but as we take a look at the debrief, you can see this is precisely what my problem is with this game. 4 shots in total across all 3 of our players. And of course, we do know that each and every one of them is a monster when they get onto the red zone, onto the attacking half, whatever, you know, what have you. But we can see we actually did have a significant more touches on a couple of our players. We simply did not manage to buy space or time in the defensive half. And I think that shows right here where Galaxy Racers seem to have a lot of freedom. And I think that my suggested solution here would be to try and close that gap on the defense, because it felt like our rotation was busted a lot of the time when we were on the blue half of the ball. It just felt like the players almost didn't know what they were doing, and Galaxy Razor capitalized on the opportunities. I think that the number one step right now for Team BDS is just get onto the attacking half, because Galaxy Racer have not looked that strong when we get out onto the offense. Their defense, and frankly, has looked a little bit impotent, but we've never been able to take advantage of the chances that we get because we're never there.
Well, let's see how things go. Game 3, right off the kickoff, an opportunity here for BDS. That's over Matane. Ixo touches it into the corner. Now Arju, extra, pops it up. Monkey Moon's there, marked by 8, waiting for a pass. That'll never come, as now Arju now tries to get around the defender, or I'm sorry, the attacker there. Eventually it will be Arju to touch it into the corner, and we stay tied at 0. 30 seconds into game number 3. Here's marked by 8. That's over the head of Ixo. In and out of the corner. Extra, oh, double commit there. Monkey Moon's gonna try to collect, can't get the touch on the ball. This will be out in front. And things starting to fall apart a little bit on the offensive side here for BDS, so they're gonna try it again. They've got to collect now. Extra on his own goal line, looks for marked by 8 in transition. Met at the top of the arc there by Matane. Here's Extra. Good little move. This one's out in front. Monkey Moon can't get the shot on goal at Arju to contend with, and it stays 0-0.
Ooh, what a great dunk here by Extra is going to keep things in play. And this is the kind of offense that we really need to see. We're finally getting into the zone. And save for that one double commit we had out of the corner with marked by 8 and Extra, we've been looking pretty solid. And make that 2 double commits now. Marked by 8 coming across with the cut again. And I know that I did say I wanted to see the speed increase on the defensive half. Oh, that's
nice
a beautiful
shot.
angle. Forget what I was saying. That is just, that is so good.
I mean, this pass from Matane is a little bit in front of Arju, and he's still able to get up to it in time. Somehow gets the redirect. That is a beautifully done play. And Galaxy Racer will take the first of game 3. BDS looking a little shaky here to start things off in this third game. But there is still plenty of time, 3:15 to go, as Ixo was looking for a redirect, not going to find it. Good touch there by marked by 8 to send Matane back to his own goal line. Challenged by Extra, Monkey Moon there in support, they win the ball. Arju keeps it in the corner, marked by 8, can't win that challenge. And out come Galaxy Racer quickly. Ixo, double touch chance, saved on the top of the box there by Monkey Moon. It will eventually bounce away. But Galaxy Racer looking for a second goal in this game. The pinch almost caught Extra, but he's there on the near post, able to keep it away.
And that's 2 good saves that we really expect out of BDS, so it's nice to see they're at least getting back into their groove a little bit here. But now Mark Wright alone on the back line. It's going to be a slight double commit, though, for Galaxy Racer that ends up bailing him out. No potential for a follow-up. Now we'll be guided to the opposite corner. But still 1-0. We need to see more of that offense. We've been getting locked down once again. Those transitional plays going to have to become a lot stronger. Against Singularity, we had that lockdown as Monkey Moon forced to make a solo save, and there's Arju for the easy follow-up. And this is precisely what I'm talking about. We do not have the repetition with that first man to get it out.
Yeah, there's no good clear there. Extra coming off the respawn. You heard the demo. It was on that far right side, and unfortunately now, things, the time not in favor of BDS. Has not been a ton of offensive aggression for this blue side, as Galaxy Racer has done a great job of keeping things in the offensive zone. Extra wants to change things up, though. We haven't seen a goal in nearly 8 minutes, 8+ minutes of Rocket League here for BDS. They were shut out in game 2. Currently shut out in game 3. Good save by Extra on the goal line. Good flick from Monkey Moon as Matane deflects into the corner. Here comes marked by 8. Underneath Matane. Now out in front. It's a bit too high for Extra. And the offense is there. The opportunities are there. The shots just haven't come through.
Now they haven't. Now Matane up for a shot here. Monkey Moon's able to deflect it away. But at this point, it's not going to be the defense that wins us the game. Marked by 8, unfortunately, got a bit of a lackluster touch on that last one. Ooh, great idea by Monkey Moon, but it's still sent out. Being shut out is definitely not
Nice
a spot we want
pass.
to be in.
Oh.
Monkey Moon not inside of the cage. It's so unfortunate. We're finally getting these looks on the net, though, and that is tangible improvement. So at the very least, you have to appreciate that Team BDS are finally getting into that red zone. We just lack the execution again.
Yeah, Monkey Moon had a beautiful look, couldn't get it on goal. And unfortunately, that means it stays 2-0. As this is marked by 8 out of the zone extra. In and out of the corner. Big clear from Matane. Monkey Moon will turn. Matane with a pre-jump read. Forces extra to make a quick save, and time continues to tick. At the line, Matane just going to waste some time. Ends up giving the ball away. Here's Arju. 15 seconds left to go. Regulation time. Mark over to extra. Matane is there. No double touch chance. Ixa will play it away. And with that, Galaxy Racer take a 2-1 series lead heading into game number 4. Well, hold on. I don't want to say it quite yet. There it is. 2 back-to-back shutouts for Galaxy Racer against Team BDS. And now their week 1 grid playoff run on the line here.
And again, the shot count vastly favoring Galaxy Racer here. And although we did get out into the offense a little bit more, we can all agree that that finishing touch simply wasn't there. And I think that we've also seen a couple of key miscommunications between Mark by 8 and Extra in some spots. The accuracy, not quite there from Monkey Moon. So hopefully we can get a little bit of a mental re-up here within our own rotation and start to reboot almost, I want to say. The defense has certainly been a prominent feature for us here so far today, but not this time. Again, Arju just able to break through right away.
Yeah, just seconds into game 4, and Arju off the kickoff, beating Mark by 8 to that one. Makes it a 1-0 game.
Was a rather polarized kickoff, I will admit, but still, that sucks.
Now Ixa with a chance right off the ensuing kickoff. However, marked by 8. A little bit of a touch. Matane's going to be the first one there. This is deflected into the corner. Now Extra. Taken away by Arju. Back wall. Can't find the touch. Matane already there. Oh, he keeps possession. Monkey Moon able to play it away. And BDS playing from behind. Having to look to come back yet again. Not a position they've really been in too often in these series. Certainly haven't been on match point in a series so far this week. We'll have to see what they can do. This could be a chance for Extra. It'll fall straight down. Arju just gets a touch, but there's marked by 8. And finally, the scoreless streak is broken. It took over 10 minutes in the past 2 games, but marked by 8 does it.
And again, this is all that we really needed. Just throw it at Galaxy Racer, apply that pressure, and they're going to break themselves. It's something that we saw early in Game 1. Game 2 even we saw it. Game 3, we had evidence that they were going to have that basically shattering defense as soon as you apply any sort of stress to it. And now we finally see, we reap the rewards. Moreover, we just need to prevent those transitions out and keep that midfield locked down. But it's been the double commits that have been ruining our chances. Another shot chance here, but Ixo, he's there to deflect it away. At this point, we're kind of at this critical mass area where BDS absolutely has to score this next one. Otherwise, I fear the Galaxy Racer are just going to get right back to the form that they were in prior.
Well, as we take a look and see what these teams can do, a minute and a half into game number 4, tied up at 1. Around the league, Guild with a 3-0 convincing win over Renault Vitality. They move on to the semifinals. Top Blokes up 2-0 against Triple Trouble at last check. And in our side of the bracket, Redemption leading 2-1 over top of Oxygen Esports. So a tough battle here between BDS and Galaxy Racer. This might be an opening. Good save by Mark by 8. It's going to get there near post. Extra wants to play it on. But you can tell the confidence from Galaxy Racer really giving them all kinds of opportunities. They're throwing themselves at these balls. They're so quick to the challenges. BDS has had a bit of a trouble keeping up, though. Monkey Moon will drop that one in, and there's the quick transition we've been expecting from defense to offense in a flash. It's 2-1.
And Monkey Moon, he might have scored the goal here, but I really think that the star of the show is marked by 8. Some great positioning in the midfield, not only speed to the ball to beat out 2 defenders on a double commit again, which I will highlight has been the weakness for Galaxy Racer, but placing that in a very easy to score spot there for Monkey Moon. And while I say it is very easy, I only mean that because these players have had a lot of practice, still a very challenging shot to put together. But this is the form that BDS need to be, and Mark Wade's finally shaken those miscommunications he's had with his teammates.
You know, and this might not really mean too much, but in a game of inches like Rocket League is, we've seen 3 of the 4 kickoffs of this game so far pretty much played the exact same way by Galaxy Racers. They are still on the offensive side, and winning that kickoff as well has given them all this offense. Now, finally, BDS going to transition out. Matane has to go up to make the play. Here's a quick transition. Arju up high. Double touch was there, but Monkey Moon, solid read. Extra will see it clear as well. But kickoff game, I mean, it's not something often talked about, especially on these kind of broadcasts. But Galaxy Racer has won the kickoff game so far. And, I mean, obviously they scored their only goal of the game off that initial kickoff.
They did, but it does feel that BDS are getting a lot stronger here. So regardless of whether or not the kickoffs go out of our favor, I'm having a lot more confidence as the series goes on. We did touch on the fact that they might have a little bit of a slow start here today. And oh my goodness, Matane almost confusing the defense just enough. We do get it away. We've only got to hold on for 70 seconds here. And a little bit of change, and Extra might have it. A little bit of insurance. No, Ixo will be in front of it. But either way, it feels like the game has changed. And I don't know if you guys have been able to really tell, but so far the offense has been a lot more prominent for us. Each player providing a lot more of that individual pressure that I was giving them so much praise for. I was simply showering them in blessings for having that kind of recurring first man offense that really allowed them to push into the opposing half, grab boost, you know, X, Y, and Z. So many factors that played into that. But it felt like they didn't really have that dynamic until just now.
It definitely seems like they've grown into the series. Certainly agree. As right now, 30 seconds left to go. BDS trying to hang on to this 1-goal lead. Good challenge by Mark by 8. Forces Ixo to play this up high. Can't find the read. Extra. Now Mark by 8. Monkey Moon next in line. Chips it into the zone. Mark by 8's there. Double touch score. Mark by 8's going to hit that every single time. And a well-played team play at the midfield line should put away game 4.
Yep, again, there's the communications that they so desperately need. Monkey Moon taps it up, and in any ranked game, you would most likely see that just go to the defender, have absolutely no meaning. But there is Mark by 8. It's getting that clean setup for the double tap. And those, again, very consistent for pro-level players. You got to be able to hit those, and we get that insurance. But this, again, goes to exemplify the fact that we have been getting so much more positional pressure and opportunities in the attacking zone. And even again here, Extra, the 2v1, looked like it was a done deal in that situation, but he's able to make the stop. And Team BDS, with a 3-1 win, we forced Game 5 here, and although things were a bit shaky beforehand, I honestly feel that we're much stronger now than we were at the outset.
Yeah, I mean, though, the shot total's not really going to tell that story. Again, a five shots for BDS, 10 for Galaxy Racer, and I certainly agree. It did seem like a better second half of that game, and BDS seemed to be getting back to what they do best on the offensive side of the ball, but you can't count Galaxy Racer out. It was obviously their first goal came off the kickoff. They were able to generate opportunities, and that's the scary thing. If those some of those opportunities go in early and often this time around, Squid, it's going to be a scary game here for BDS. However, we have talked all day long about how their defense is able to make big plays when they need it. And I think that's what they got to rely on due to Team BDS here as we start Game 5.
Yeah, I'm not going to argue that point with you, but I think one point we should also note about the defense is sometimes the strongest part about your defense is the midfield line, right? And of course, we have been strong on the back, but keeping that backboard clear in the midfield in our possession is also very important. That's going to be a shot from Arju just narrowly outside of the cage. But Galaxy Racer not going to easily let this one go. We still have to really feel out Game 5 and figure out who's going to be the ones that are controlling the pace of play here, and I fear that it might be going to the orange team. That's a nice shot for Ixo. Not much you can do about that with your third man gone.
Yeah, great demo there by Matane. Doesn't get the challenge, but finds value in the forecheck either way. Ixo gonna follow that one up, and that is an easy goal for Galaxy Racer. They start game 5 with a 1-goal lead. We saw them get the first one in game 4 as well. So they ended up dropping that one. Asir's marked by 8 to tie, just a bit too high with the play. This one will bounce out. Extra has that shut down by Matane, and now marked by 8 quickly in. Extra across the box. Matane fires this one downfield. Turning it around is marked by 8. Out of the zone we go, but Matane, again, solid midfield presence. As this is Extra, playing it up high. Matane, only defender back, able to make the touch. Marked by 8, looking for a pass across to Extra, but Arju in solid defensive positioning. Got to shut this down. 1.5 minutes gone. Still a 1-0 score for Galaxy Racer.
Does feel that things starting to swing a little bit out of our favor here. Simultaneously, this offensive pressure can't really be brushed to the side. Mark might actually have a look on the net here. Arju's going to get in front of it. But this consistent pressure is exactly what we need. It's just what the doctor ordered. As we've seen time and again, Galaxy Racer have had a bit of a weaker back line. I would posit that it's been a little bit weaker than BDS at the very least. This is going to be a nice pass down in front. No finish from Matane with a double commit. Might hurt our chances of getting away here.
Yeah, that was a big double commit now as marked by 8. Will eventually find it clear. Here's Extra into the zone. Oh, the bump on Arju actually keeps him away from getting a solid clear. Ixo wants to play it down. Arju doesn't have the boost, so he's just trying to buy some time. Looks for marked by 8 out in front. And again, just can't generate the shooting opportunities, and we're past the halfway point here in game 5. Galaxy Racer still hanging on to this 1-goal lead, trying to upset Team BDS here in the quarterfinals. It has been a very close series, but one that has been demonstrated to be a Galaxy Racer game, and it's Matane off the misplay on the back wall, makes it 2-0.
And again, we've been talking about how strong the defense is, and one of the biggest aspects of that has been playing off the backboard. You have got to be able to make those touches, and unfortunately for Extra, he only narrowly misreads that ball. And of course, I'm gonna give him credit. He was probably looking for a teammate, trying to focus on getting that into a transitional place. But unfortunately, sacrificed his ability to actually play it. Now the double tap, no! The post playing favorites. You might still have a chance. It's down in front, but Markway has to defer to the defender. And again, another opportunity brushed away. 2 minutes left here. BDS, we need some sort of turbo boost at this point.
Yeah, so need a goal, certainly. Something to give a little bit of confidence back to the offense. Just haven't been able to generate much of anything. Here's another attack coming from Galaxy Racer. Is now Extra looking for mark by 8 at the midfield. Matane will keep it in. Booming clear from Monkey Moon. And it's played right on back. The possession game has not been played to quite the level that BDS is used to. It's been back and forth, long clears, and Galaxy Racer seem just fine to play this style. Right now, marked by 8, sends it in, and here's the attack. Just about a minute left. Double commit out of the corner, but the flick isn't there. Monkey Moon will turn it, but Ixo on the line. Just going to get back in time, and that was the best chance of the game.
So many times we've gone for these bump plays in front of the net that could have opened up the entire back line, but so many times have we failed to make that physical play. We absolutely need to come in clutch now, and Ixo again avoids the demo attempt by Monkey Moon. Extra had that shot on target, and we still search for our first goal of the game. Monkey Moon finally towards the backboard. We've absolutely got to keep this in the zone, find some sort of gap. We've been just unable to generate any sort of significant pressure here on it.
Yeah, it's been the story of this series. BDS can't seem to find any kind of offensive zone time against Galaxy Racer, and with 20 seconds left, still need 2. Arju keeps it in. Save made by Mark by 8. He's gonna pop it up for Extra. Drops it in, and there's a chance. Great goal from Extra, and it's 2-1.
And finally, we managed to break the honestly, the lack of offense. We finally get that chance down the other way. Galaxy Racer exposing a weak spot, and we take the opportunity. But Hunted, you've talked about this so many times. Galaxy Racer, they're strong on the kickoff. What will we see here?
Well, this one goes to Monkey Moon. He's over the head of Matane, but there's the back wall play. It's going to fall down in front off the post from Extra. He can't get it to go, and that's going to do it. Galaxy Racer avoid overtime in Game 5, and they will take the series up against BDS, but goodness me, was it close at the end.
Oh my good lord, that is just fantastic.